No, okay.
About what?
Just because with baseball,
Things that why Nick Castellanos?
No, just the Pirates being. I've become so superstitious because the Pirates are doing good now.
Oh, you're worried that something you do is gonna mess it up.
Yeah, I'm like repeating things. I'll do things like a while ago I started watching. I watched a movie before the Pirate game, and then they won. So since then I've been trying to watch a movie before the start of the Pirate game.
I thought you were gonna say the same movie.
That is insane. So you're watching a new movie. So you're watching a new movie almost every day.
I'm watching a movie. I'm watching almost at least every afternoon game. I try to do it during the day games too, but and you know
gotta
what's
wake
funny?
up extra early just to watch the damn movie.
Dude, they started doing really good now since I've started to watch all the Fast and Furious movies. So I'm just watching through all of those now.
What did you watch today? What was today's game?
Before the Pirate game started, I watched Hobbs and Shaw.
Okay, so you watched the spinoff on Sunday. Did you not watch a movie Sunday? Is that why we lost?
No, I did watch a movie. I did watch one of the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, okay. So, all right, that's interesting.
That's been it. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm supposed to take antibiotics for my acne, and I've stopped doing that because the Pirates are starting to do good when I don't do it.
That's insane. Well, I can promise you that I have not changed anything. I've just been...
No, dude. I see the vision. Hey, I don't know, Mike. You should see what happens if you start just forgetting to inject Breezes and then see if the Pirates win.
Oh, if I just forget to inject Breezes, Breezes going to cross the little bridge. And then say that happens and the Pirates start losing, then man, double whammy. No pet, no Pirates playoff season, so we're cooked. So I'll pass.
God. No, I see the vision though. No, I do that. I do that a lot where it'll be like a little thing. It'll be something so little. Like sometimes I'll be on a run and I'll be like, it hasn't always been sports related, but dude, like if it like back in the day when the Giants were in the playoffs, and I'd be like, oh, dude, if I don't step in this exact way while I'm on my run or whatever, dude, the Giants are gonna lose. And then I would like go back and like do it again, and then go. So no, I understand. I'm with you,
dude. I'm like that with I've got this superstition that when I work out during the Pirate game, they start to do bad.
So you can't do the Billy Bean where you work out during the game.
I can't do anything during the Pirate game. I have to watch it.
Valid.
This gotta be laser focused, and dude, just like the city of Pittsburgh was laser focused this week because the All-Star game is on a Tuesday for some reason, but they were focused on the All-Star game, and our boy Paul Skeens, highest market, something like that, Mike.
Yep, yeah. So of all city viewerships, Pittsburgh led the country in viewers with 9.9 million.
Hell yeah.
Paul Skeens effect is real.
Major part of that is probably Paul.
Yep. Yeah. Paul Skeens effect is real.
Because if I had to guess, that's probably the first time that's ever since that's become an available metric. I'm assuming that's the first time that has ever happened. That Pittsburgh was the top market.
I'm sure
right?
it's the first time we're in the top 10, dude. Just saying.
Okay, I don't know about that.
I don't know
about that. Maybe back in the day, 2013.
Maybe MVP cuts.
2013 All-Star game. Maybe they're up there.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I will.
Very entertaining.
Yeah. So Paul started. I will say, it was definitely apparent that Paul was not trying because this is maybe the worst inning I've seen him throw in like a year.
He still tossed a scoreless inning.
He's more than Hunter Green could say, blowing it for the National League, man. Way to go.
Yeah. I mean, Brian Reynolds may have gotten a hit, but he did not blow the game. Hunter Green had to sell it.
Granted,
and now the
Brian
National
Reynolds
League
also
lost.
made the final out.
Yes, but no. Hunter Green lost the game. He gave up the
Yes.
losing runs.
Common Reds L.
I say, wait, what was the final score again?
5-3.
They lose by
5-3,
two?
I think.
Yeah, it was 5-3.
Yeah, okay.
And the National League has now lost 10 of the last 11 All-Star games. Ain't that awesome?
Well, this really feels like the first year the National League is significantly worse than the American League in a long time. Because it used to be the opposite, especially with the AL Central, dude. Prime AL Central, everyone in there's winning, like 60 games. Oh my god, dude. Abysmal.
Valid. That makes sense.
But yeah, I mean, who cares? Who cares anymore? Doesn't matter. Not really. I mean, we got to see Paul pitch. That was a cool thing to see. Dude was drafted like a year and like 2 days before that.
First player to ever do it.
Isn't that crazy to put into perspective? First player to ever do it, I believe it.
Imagine that he was taking finals like a year and a half ago.
I know, dude. That's insane. But other stuff from All-Star Weekend. Noah, one of your favorite things of the year, the draft happened. Who'd the Pirates take? What do you think about it?
They took Connor Griffin in the first round with their 9th overall pick. He's a shortstop and center fielder. He was considered to have the highest ceiling of any of the top picks in the draft this year, so that was good. He's really powerful and very fast, and might be a Gold Glover at 2 very premium positions at shortstop and center field.
Big kid too.
Yeah, that's the thing though. He's
6'4", 210 for a shortstop.
In high school.
I mean,
he ain't playing shortstop.
Dude, he's 6'4", 210 in high school.
Especially if we do anything especially if we extend O'Neal Cruz, but even then, I mean, we kind of think that he's going to move to center field because we don't have any outfielders in the system.
especially with how fast he is too.
Yeah. Either way though, he's a Gold Glover potentially at shortstop and center field.
Dang.
Just like Michael A. Taylor.
Oh Christ! Don't get me started. No. No.
Dude, you might be able to call up Connor Griffin now, and he'll hit better than Michael A. Taylor has for most of this year.
Dude, I actually I was very opposed to Connor Griffin because I was a big James Tibbs advocate who eventually went to the Giants, but
yeah, we remember.
All it took to change my mind because I wasn't very sure on the high school kids. I don't remember who said it on the MLB draft panel that was there, but they said that if this was any other year, they think that Connor Griffin had the chance to be number 1 overall, or if he went to college and played for 2 years, that they think he would be the number 1 pick in whatever draft he declare. So, and they said, yeah, he has the highest ceiling of any pick. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll open up the.
He was the first high schooler off the board, wasn't he? It's kind of interesting now. A lot of teams opting for college guys, but we really haven't had many high school prospects. I think lately, other than
2022,
Holiday.
2022 was a year that a ton of
high
school guys went in the top end of the draft. That was with Holiday, Drew Jones, and Tamar Johnson went 1 through 4.
Yeah,
and then
Tamar. Yeah, Tamar now he's making his way up. I think Drew is still in low A. I don't think he's moved yet.
He's been injured.
If he did move, he just moved. But even then, his first year he wasn't performing all that well. But they did pass on the guys we talked about: James Tibbs, Braden Montgomery. We still confident with the taking of Griffin, or are we just going to acknowledge that it's the draft, and we'll see what happens in about 3 years' time?
Thinking about more, I like the Connor Griffin pick. I know that everyone wants a college bat. And it's we need help now. It's it doesn't matter. Your guy, regardless of who you pick, you're not going to get a guy that's helping now.
Yeah.
Any guy you pick is going to take
best case scenario a year.
Yeah. Very best
case scenario a year. Very best case scenario as we've seen recently, but realistically at least 2. And it's not like at this point, you're telling me, we have the trade deadline in about a week or two, week and a half. So you're telling me, the trade deadline's coming around and there's no other way we can get help other than drafting somebody right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
So the other options are there, but Yeah, we'll get to some of that later. Noah, do you want to run through the rest of the draft and some of your takeaways from that?
So some of the guys on day 2 that were interesting was Will Taylor from Clemson. He's an outfielder. We took him in the 5th round, I think, and he was a pretty high ranked guy, and him falling to 5th was kind of because he had an injury. He didn't have a great year, but again, that's because he missed the second half of Clemson's season with an injury. Another guy on day 2 was Gavin Adams. He is a right-hander who throws 100 miles an hour, so that's always
Nice.
yeah. Taking a guy, I mean, he doesn't have the best command, but very few hard throwing
Hey,
young guys do.
can't have worse command than someone we're going to talk about later.
But 100 miles, he can hit upper 90s, 100 miles an hour. So if you take someone like that in like the middle rounds, that's fine. And then day 3, guy we picked, very last pick, Taylor Penn. I think he was 6'4", right-handed pitcher in high school. You never really know if high school guys picked that late in the draft are ever gonna sign, but if he signs, that's a pretty interesting guy to watch because he's just so projectable, and he's already thrown 90 miles an hour.
If I'm that,
That's a good deal
if
right
I'm that
there.
guy right there, I wouldn't sign. If I'm a high school guy and I went that late in the draft, I mean, not even saying because like it's the Pirates, because I'm not taking a shot or nothing, but me personally, say I was Taylor Penn, I'd be like, hey, I could definitely boost my draft stock if I go to college for like a year or two. But
See, Mike, I didn't think it was a shot until you mentioned that, man.
I don't know, because I know
Come on.
some people would say that. I don't know, if I'm Taylor Penn, I would be like,
Yeah,
I'm going to boost my stock.
If you're taking that late, you probably should go to school. It's probably the right career direction anyway.
But hey,
just to,
But hey, if he signs, he signs, and that's a plus for the Pirates. Not a wasted pick.
Yeah. Assuming he has some solid offers, which I'm sure he does.
Most likely.
I forget where he was committed to.
Oh, he's already committed. Yeah, he's gone.
It wasn't a very.
He's going to
it
school.
To
wasn't
be
a
fair,
huge
wasn't
school or anything. It
Connor
wasn't an
Griffin
SEC
committed to
school.
LSU? Or somewhere big like
Yeah,
that?
but
Yeah, but that's like that's your first round pick.
Oh,
You
no,
get
no,
the
obviously,
first round
no,
money.
obviously he's playing. But I'm just saying, like,
A little bit of a
a
difference.
lot of
Then
them
what
are
are you
committed.
trying to say?
I'm just saying, pretty much all of them are committed, like the high school guys, at this point in time.
Oh, well, yeah.
So,
Yeah, but if you're probably rounds 1 through 5, at least you probably are signing. At least for them to take you, there should be discussions already for you.
He's
to
committed
sign.
to Western Kentucky, so there you go.
WKU. Wait, aren't they the one with the stupid red blob mascot? Is
yeah.
that them?
I'm
yes,
not sure.
yes, it is. Hey, I don't think it's that
Honestly,
stupid.
then
think it's
I
cool.
respect it.
I think it's cool.
No, I like it. It's just I don't know how else to describe it
Yeah, I don't even know what it's called.
for people who don't know
It's
what
basically
it
a
is.
red grimace.
It
literally-
really is
That's
Grimace.
literally what it is.
It really is Grimace. Okay, before we get into some of the Pirates' performance as of late, and of course trade deadline coming up, I did want to talk about what is probably one of my favorite baseball stories in a while, and one of the best things that came out after All-Star Weekend. So there is. Some of you may have seen this on Twitter already, but we're really going to get into it here. So, Braves pitcher, he's a minor league pitcher, Francisco, I'm pronouncing his last name Vicioso. I apologize if that's wrong.
Yeah,
but it
that's
looks
what I
like
would say.
Vicioso.
Yeah.
Yeah. He may be the worst, like, pitcher to have a contract, like, ever. Maybe ever. And it's not really because, like, the dude throws hard. So, like, we can see why he has a contract. But he has no idea where it's going at all. I've been thinking about this the last few days. I've been trying to figure out if it's really just that bad of command or if it's yips or whatever it is. If it's yips, I feel really bad for the guy because a lot of the baseball world found out about him over the weekend. There was a Reddit thread about it, and then it really blew up on Twitter. So, he has pitched 3 innings in 10 appearances. Okay? Which already sets off a few alarms. Okay? He is a reliever, so but he's allowed 20 earned runs in those 10 appearances while recording 3 innings worth of outs. He's allowed only 2 hits, so that's good, right? So then you're thinking, how is he allowed 20 earned runs with only 2 hits? He has 28 walks and 35 wild pitches. His ERA last year was 315. His career ERA is 60. So
Slightly better than Ben Heller in the majors.
Slight side of improvement. Okay.
Dude, it's worse than Ben Heller.
So-
That's how bad it is.
I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure 100% if it's Yips also.
Nah, Yips is not 315 ERA,
because,
bro.
well, because he also has 0 for 3 as his rate on fielding chances, and he's hit 4 batters. And his career walk rate is currently 63.4%.
Jesus, dude. I swear to God, I'd step up to the plate and I would be taking every pitch. Odds are he's
Dude,
not
there
throwing
would be no
3
reason
strikes.
to ever swing. There would be no reason to ever swing. So, Fangraphs tracks minor league statistics back to 2006. He has the highest walk rate of any pitcher since then, with at least 10 appearances.
Dude, I'd like to hope so, man.
Dude, here's the wild part. The second highest is 49.4%. This guy's over 60%.
Who was the guy at 49? Do you know who that was?
I forget who it was.
Dude.
That's another god awful.
But so yeah, I mean the dude does have some talent. I mean he can throw 100.
I think it's time for Buddy
Like,
to move to the
I was
outfield.
watching
He throws 100, but he has the worst mechanics for a professional pitcher I have ever seen.
His mechanics
in my life.
are awful.
Dude, move him to the outfield,
His mechanics
You
are
don't even get
very
how-
bad.
Dude, when you see him throw, it's like, how is he even hitting 100 miles an hour with the way he's throwing?
Dude, I'm convinced he could hit like 105 if someone was able to pitch
Dude,
him.
he needs to pull a reverse David Fletcher and convert from pitcher to an outfielder, just like Fletcher went from
Mike,
infielder to
have
pitcher.
have you seen the video of his mechanics? Because me and Noah, we were talking about it the other day. Dude, it is like, okay, he gets up. I just smashed my chair into my guitar. So, he's there, right? He's bat like this. Dude, softest leg kick of all time. And then he just goes straight forward. Like he's almost doing a sidestep at all times. And so he goes and he does this little sidestep. It looks like there's like no power in his legs whatsoever. His arm is like all the way down here, like by his right kneecap, and then he just kind of like goes forward like this, and it's just so oh my god. There's no real like hip rotation, it looks like, at all. Like, I'm more impressed by this guy's ability to hit 100 with his current mechanics than anything else.
Dude, it's
That's
just
true,
like,
honestly. I didn't even take that into
it's
consideration.
It's the most broken motion I have ever seen that somehow hits 100 miles an hour. There's no way, if you teach him how to properly throw, you might get him to like average 102 miles an hour.
Like, the only thing I can really see is the separation between his left arm and his right arm looks pretty good. Like, so he is stretching it out fully, so he's at least getting some torque there. But dude, it's like he could be doing so much more.
If he stays on what
Like,
he's
I
doing
haven't-
right now, Tommy John's calling his name. I'll just say that.
I will say, any flip I have seen, I have not seen his full windup yet, if he has a full windup, or if he just pitches from the stretch the whole time. Because every flip I've seen of him, there's already been runners on base. So I don't know if he has a windup with better format or with better form, but dude, this stretch, he's hitting 99.6 miles per hour. And as the ball goes pretty much straight to the backstop. But dude, oh my god, some of the comments from this were just absolutely incredible as well. But one thing we forgot to mention though, his K per 9 is 20.25. So when he can get it there, he's getting the strikeouts at least.
That's what happens when you walk every other batter and only throw 3 innings.
Mike, you did mention earlier how you would just like step out if you had to face him or like put your bat down. It's funny because the one strike I've seen this man throw. I watched about 15 minutes of this guy's film. The one strike I've seen him throw, the batter is already like out of the box.
Dude, I mean, he's throwing absolute cheddar with no control whatsoever.
Like it was a lefty. And it was 3-0, and he's, like, already walking to first base. Like, as soon as he does that little leg kick, he's, like, already walking to first base. And then the umpire's like, strike. It was a strike. It was a strike. And then next pitch hits the bat
Can you
stop.
imagine playing in the field while this guy's on the mound, bro? That would just be, like, hell. Be like, yeah, this motherfucker.
Dude,
please throw a strike.
Playing in the field, dude, being the catcher, bro.
Yeah. Dude, Buddy's knees are cooked. He's taking like
you might
10
as well
years
just
off this
stand up
guy's
at that
career.
point.
Dude, like I'm surprised the catcher for, let's see, does he do it here? Yeah, the catcher's going down to the one knee, to the left knee down, right knee up. Dude, you might as well just stay on your toes, dog. Get ready to run to that bat stop.
Oh shit.
Someone did say this is how you build up elite catchers. So we'll have to see whoever the Braves catchers are in about 3-4 years time, if they ever caught Francisco Viscoso, and if they're elite defenders, you know why. But it's wild because this guy, speaking of wild, he makes me think of Wild Thing. Like, does he need glasses? He obviously does need new mechanics. That is for certain. I don't know how he got to this level where he's playing in organized games with the mechanics he has. Yips, counseling, maybe.
Did you guys ever hear of this kind of like it's kind of a folk hero in baseball, Steve Delkowski?
I don't think I have.
He was a guy.
It's a new one.
He was a guy that reportedly like threw 110 miles an hour or something ridiculous like that. And he was actually in the Pirate system at one point, but he was mainly in the Orioles system. This is in the 60s, all right? So in 1961, he had a 17.1 walks per 9 rate. And this is what it's reminding me of. He walked 196 batters in 103 innings.
Damn.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
And this was with the Orioles in the 60s. Eventually, his arm just completely blew out because he was throwing insanely hard and had no idea where it was going. But I'm just saying, this is like the exact same story all over again, if you ask me.
Dude, I'm dying. I was just scrolling through. Noah, I was listening to your story, but on the side while I was scrolling through, I just see a reply to some of his stats, that were listed that we were talking about: 28 walks, 35 wild pitches, all that. And someone just replied and said "vatched" with a question mark.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So out of pocket, bro. Doesn't even need. Why?
That does kind of remind me though of what occurred on Sunday. Dude, we talked about it in the group chat. I told you guys don't even bother pitching to Nick Castellanos today or on Sunday. Did I say Saturday? I meant Sunday.
It was Saturday. Or Sunday,
I told you guys
it was Sunday.
It was Sunday,
yeah.
Mike.
My bad.
It was definitely
misinput.
Sunday. But yeah, I told you guys, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't even bother pitching to Nick Castellanos for the rest of the day. I think at that point he already had a double.
He did
and,
in the 4th
dude,
inning.
his boy that day, earlier in the day, it got announced that
he's
Tom
reinstated.
Brenneman, the famous. Okay, Mike, calm down over there.
He did.
He is back Tom Brenneman is back, not doing baseball. But it got announced by The Athletic that morning, which I didn't find out till after the game. But it got announced that morning that he will be back doing games for the CW for college football season, I believe.
I don't know the specifics. I just saw that he was reinstated.
I think it's college football for the CW. So on that day and the day that current President Joe Biden dropped out of the presidential race, everyone knew, dude, Nick Castellanos is going to homer today. And I had a bad feeling. See, Noah, maybe that's why your movie thing didn't work on Sunday. You just had the Nick Castellanos bad juju working against you. But it got to the point where FanDuel started limiting. I don't know if you guys saw this. FanDuel started limiting bets you could make on Nick Castellanos.
Yeah, it kept being locked. They kept locking the odds as the game went on.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's because they knew what was coming, and then they also limited how much you could wager, because normally you can put around $10,000 in on FanDuel, Mike. FanDuel expert.
See,
Yeah,
no,
you're the betting expert here, come
FanDuel
on.
locked me out of my damn account. So no, I don't use them anymore.
Too
Bastards.
much winnings.
Couldn't verify my email, damn it.
But I think it's normally like 10 grand you can put in on a bet slip on FanDuel. Match wager you could put in was $1,750. But they started limiting how much you could put on Castellanos homers. And then they had to pay it out that day as the Phillies defeated the Pirates.
Did you see the one thing? I don't know if
6-0.
you guys saw this, but I don't know if this is true, but apparently Nick Castellanos' first career professional home run when he was in the minor leagues was the same day that the Navy SEALs assassinated Osama bin Laden.
That's insane.
No way! Are you serious?
I saw that on Twitter. I don't know if it's true.
Dude, please tell me that's true. Oh my god, I'm just gonna believe
I mean,
it.
he's been
That's
around
just
long
verbatim
enough
now.
that is very possible that it's the first minor
Well, he
league
made his
home run.
debut in 2014, so yeah.
That's very
So
possible.
he was in the
that's-
minors before that.
That's very possible.
We're gonna need to get that fat shed because
I
dude.
saw that online.
Okay.
I don't know if it's 100%
Also,
true, but-
dude, if that is true, whoever figured that out is just, I want to be friends with you. That is the greatest. You have such a great mind for thinking that way. Like, I wonder when they do. That's okay. Let's see. Well, do the timelines line up? Okay, because Osama bin Laden. That was when John Cena
May
announced it during
1st,
Extreme Rules.
2011 was the first minor leagues. Okay, he hit his first professional
Was that a
home run,
day
a
of
two-run
or the
shot,
day after?
and a 13-7 loss on May 1st of 2011. So here, wait, hold on. Now I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, wait. It says May 2nd, 2011, but I don't know if that is with time change.
I think I said with the time change, it was like the same day.
With the time change. Okay. Wait. No, that is true. Mike, you remember because John Cena announced Osama bin Laden dying. You
Yeah,
remember
it's the
that night
pay-per-view.
at Extreme Rules.
They
Dude.
sent him out there because the American hero.
Oh my god.
That's kind of crazy, dude. Who just casually looked that up? They're like, oh, what traumatic event happened on Nick Castellanos' first career home run in the major leagues, bro?
And then to go back and check,
I'm trying to
May
look it up
2nd,
right
what
now.
happened in the Middle East, dude. No, that's definitely right because yeah, John Cena announced it. And remember there was the Phillies Mets game on Sunday Night Baseball when the
Yeah,
crowd
I
started
remember
chanting
that
like
one.
USA and everyone's like, dude, what's going on?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that tracks. Oh my god, that's unbelievable. That just made my day. Nick Castellanos, dude, the legend keeps getting deeper.
What a crazy
I'm
story.
surprised I didn't see that, dude. Whoever figured that out, that should have gone viral on Twitter, and you should have gotten all the credit for that because that is an unbelievable
Yep.
find.
I'm looking at it right now. His first home run was on May 1st, 2011. There you
Dude,
go.
that's unbelievable.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, I don't know how we're supposed to top that now. Talking about the Pirates and the trade deadline. I mean, it feels like this show is peaked for the remainder of its runtime. But sorry, but the Pittsburgh Pirates have been cooking, guys. 25-18 since the start of June. Mike, you saw a couple good games this weekend, didn't you?
Oh yeah, Phillies Friday night and Saturday night.
Dude, I love beating the Phillies.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I recently learned of Noah's hatred for Eastern Pennsylvania.
It's mainly the Philly fan base.
West side, best side. Putting that out
It's
there.
mainly the Philly fan base.
Is that? See, I never really felt it was that big of a thing whenever I was over there in PA, like Western PA versus Eastern PA, or more specifically Philly.
It's
Pittsburgh,
more so
I
when
guess.
they-
But is it actually like a big deal?
When they cross over, it's a big deal. But like if you leave us in
Yeah.
our space and them in their space, like it's fine, no problem.
It doesn't become a huge rivalry until we play each other.
Dude, like you should have seen the amount of people getting heckled as Phillies fans was actually unbelievable.
Was it loud? Was it louder than the David Bednar game we went to last year?
Oh, 100%, 100%. Because it was two back-to-back sellouts when I was there. It was 39,530
yeah, they
people
said it
or
was
whatever.
the most. It was like the largest sellout crowd since
2015.
2015.
Yep.
I feel like anytime the Phillies do come to town, it should be a sellout. I mean, with how many fans you have them come in, assuming it's on a weekend,
Oh my.
it should
The
be.
atmosphere-
Especially now because the
Well,
Phillies were the best team in baseball, and the Pirates have been doing really good recently.
Yeah.
It was also like Pickle Fest or something this weekend too. Wasn't it, downtown?
Picklesburg. Damn it. Show the respect.
Pickles suck. Pickles.
L.
Suck.
No. They're great.
Bad.
But-
I'm just happy. I'm just always happy when we beat the Phillies because I always like to see the Philly fans lose.
But yeah, Friday night big game. How's that, Mike?
Oh, dude, it was
Dude,
it was
look-
it was
look at him,
so
man.
awesome, dude. I will say this though, Martin Perez kind of had me on, he had me shaking after that first inning, giving up 3 runs. I said, "That's it,
Yeah.
we're cooked."
Yeah,
Damn it, there goes all the momentum.
Mike, how many tweets in were you when you were sending those text messages into our group chat about Martin Perez?
Oh! You mean when I was saying like how bad he is? He's cooked.
Mhm.
Oh no, no
Yeah.
tweez. I did have 2 Arnold Palmers though. That's all I had. That was it.
Oh, okay.
No, I was chilling. No, I was just
Good for
pissed
you.
off. I wasn't. I was sober.
You were just genuinely
I
that
was
mad.
genuinely pissed. Bro, I was sitting there watching him implode, and I'm like, dude, we can't be doing this right now. I was like, no, we have the pitching, definitely do. But hey, when we scored 3 in the bottom of the first, and I was like, oh, cool, bet. Oh, it was such a good game. It was so good. And then to see them come back and walk it off for fireworks night was even better because, like, if you just lose and then they're just casually launching fireworks, bro, no, that's just, it's not fun.
Dude, those depressed fireworks are
Not
just
fun.
so sad.
No.
No.
Dude, I will say this, though. It was a playoff atmosphere. I mean, like, from the time you got to Pittsburgh, from the time you walked to the stadium, and the time you got in there, it was like, it's just nonstop, the city. I even tweeted that out. On Saturday, I tweeted that out because there were people outside waiting in line to get to the stadium for nearly 5 hours. We got down to the stadium. I want to say we were outside about 2.5. No, it was about 2 hours 20 minutes before the first pitch, and the lines were like wrapped all the way around the building in like 3 separate lines, waiting to get in. Like, it was actually insane. I have not seen that in a long time in Pittsburgh.
Dude, I don't think I've ever had to wait in line to get into the stadium for more than 10 minutes. Ever. If that.
Yeah, especially if you're going like even right before gates open, there's typically never a line. It's just like,
And I know, I think the time I waited the longest, it wasn't even a Pirates game. It was the Elton John concert at PNC.
damn. Understandable. But I don't know what needs to happen for Bob Nutting. This should be the wake-up call because this right
For
here
Bob?
was insane. Just the amount of people that were all there with Bucko fever. And I'm sick as a dog right now of Bucko fever, I'm telling you. But the team came out and played. Derek Shelton even said that the fans were the reason that they won Friday night 8-7. He's like, because the electricity in the stadium, all the players and him, including himself, could feel it. And he said that willed them to the victory. It's just like, the team's hot. There are holes in the roster. Get a bat while we are hot. Like, why let it cool down?
Then why are you addressing that towards Bob? Because Bob has started to put it on Neil, and he said, Neil, go figure it out.
You mean Ben?
Ben, dude,
Lloyd.
not Neil.
We are not on.
No Neil
anymore.
Huntington jump scares, please. No, not allowed. But I'm just saying, because
Dude, it's been a long week, man, already.
Because Sherrington has shown in the past that, like, he's willing to go get players, but like I said, how it obviously still comes back to Bob Nutting, who he wants to pay. So I'm just saying,
Yes and
whoever
no.
needs to hear
Yes
it.
and
How about
no.
that? Whoever needs to hear it, Bob Nutting or Ben
To
Sherrington,
the higher powers that
please.
be within the Pittsburgh Pirates
Somebody with a higher
organization.
pay grade than me in the Pirates organization. Please, for the love of God, Brent Rooker, Jazz Chisholm, somebody, Taylor Ward, damn it. I don't care. Just put them in the order while the team is hot. They won 9 of the last 11. This is the first time entering July 20th, which was my birthday, by the way. This was the first time that the Pirates were above 500 going into July 20th since 2016. That's such a sad stat. Now, can we please go get some bats? That's all I ask.
There's got to be some out there. There's going to be some out there for the outfield, especially for the outfield.
And I did see that they
There
were
are some
reporting
out
that they think this is the week that the trade deadline, that it's going to start picking up. And I really hope so, because I feel like there's so many teams that are on the fence of contending. So I feel like this is going to be a really exciting deadline, not just for the Pirates, but just in MLB in general. Because I feel like there's a lot of big names that could get moved still.
Dude, well, every team in the National League is like 6 games out from the wild card spot.
Minus the Rockies and the Marlins, but everyone else kind of is right there. I mean, even though some
Pretty
teams,
much everybody else.
Nationals said they're going to sell. They've already sold Hunter Harvey. The Reds and the Cubs just said tonight that they look more like sellers than buyers.
Yeah, but here's what the Reds, though. The Reds, I feel like, are more like
that-
soft sellers. Like, I don't think they're going to trade any big names. I think it's just going to be, like, expiring deals and players that don't really matter, like, to the future of the team. Like,
Well, I don't think they're going to do a hard
because
rebuild.
they're still building forward. Yeah, no, there's no reason for them to.
yeah.
But yeah, Cubs, dude, Jed. Shout out Jed, man. I kind of like it. It's kind of ballsy. It's like, yeah, if we don't go on a win streak within the next week, we're selling. Team sucks. We're getting rid of everybody.
Well, they said earlier. He said earlier tonight that they are prioritizing 2025 and beyond at the deadline. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I am very much paraphrasing there with with what Jed actually said. But I like it when GMs are just straight up with it, saying, yeah, like, this ain't it right now. Which
One thing, too, I wanted to
goodbye Cubs.
bring up on the market. I don't know if you heard. Apparently, The Athletic released an article saying that the Pirates have interest in Lane Thomas, and I don't really know how to feel about it, because he had a really good year last year, but he's kind of like he definitely regressed. But it would still be a massive upgrade over Jack Sawinski and Michael Taylor, so I would take that.
I'm just saying that I don't think he's not a good defender, and he's only an average hitter. So
I was gonna say, like, last year he was great. He's an all-star, but I don't know. I just feel like that'd be such a letdown, especially if they made that trade before, like, a Jazz or Rooker go.
Dude, there's
or, like, all the big names go, and then that's like, oh yeah, that's who we're content
there's
with.
no way they can do that, right? There's no way they can do that, right? Make one trade and trade for Lane Thomas.
they're not going to make one trade for just
No way.
If it's Lane Thomas, I think they
No
would go
shot.
get another bat. Like, it could be
if
like
they were going
someone
for one
low-key.
trade, it's going to be someone big. If they're going to go for one bat, it's going to be someone big. If you ask me.
Dude, I'm getting that I'm getting that Chris Archer tingly feeling coming
No.
back. Not okay. Listen, not in the sense of we're gonna trade for someone who's gonna turn out to be terrible and give up too many prospects. Not like that. More so in the sense of there's gonna be a bigger name on the horizon coming in
Brent Rooker.
ish. Which, dude, to be honest, at the time I didn't really consider Chris Archer to be that big of a name. But like a Jazz, even I think JJ Bleday could be interesting if the A's want to trade him for some reason.
I don't count him as a big name, but it would most definitely be an upgrade, and I would like that trade. Like, I wouldn't be
I
opposed
still
to that
want
at all.
Brent Rooker. I want Brent Rooker
But-
so badly.
Oh my god, dude, Brent
He's-
Rooker batting
Dude, Brent
290.
Rooker would immediately be our best hitter since prime Andrew McCutchen.
And that's crazy too, given the tear that Brian Reynolds is on too.
Yeah.
he's
But
already he's already would be the best
he's
hitter.
The only there's only 8 batters this year who have an OPS over 900, a WOBA over 400, and a WRC plus of over 150. It's only him, Harper, Judge, Otani, Witt Jr., Gunnar Henderson, and Ozuna from the Braves.
Hey, I'll tell you, Ozuna from the Braves. But hey, I heard this too. I heard that the A's are shopping their play-by-play commentator with Brent Rooker in any deal. Because I swear, anytime she's on a home run call, it's Brent Rooker. I swear, every time it is Brent Rooker. Kind of gonna miss it.
You crats me with that one, Mike.
I'm gonna miss.
Brent Rooker. Yeah,
I'm gonna miss the
dude.
Brent Rooker A's home run calls.
That's fine.
I
I'll take the
gonna
Brent
miss
Rooker
it.
Greg Brown calls.
Yeah, the Brent Rooker cannonball coming calls. How about that?
Can we get the Rooker the hooker
Dude.
chance going?
But yeah, he probably will be. He very well could be the best bat that is actually available this deadline, or at least the one that gets moved.
Yeah, I'd say like
I mean,
guaranteed to
he's
be
been
moved.
fantastic this year.
Like I don't think there's any way that the A's keep him.
Well, he's what right now? Top 8 in OPS plus in the league.
He's one of the
Something
best
like that.
hitters in the league.
Yeah,
He's been one of the best hitters in the league. I know a lot of people are going to say
Yep.
that 194 batting average. He has a 390 batting average on balls in play. But it's like, I don't care if he bats 260, 250. He has the power that, and he walks enough that it doesn't matter.
if he wasn't on the A's, he would be a much bigger name than he is.
Yeah.
right now
Absolutely.
as well.
The only thing is
Especially
that
with
he's
how
a
he's been
DH
performing.
only. He's a DH only, and he has negative 17 career defensive runs saved and negative 15 outs above average in less than 1,000 innings. So you're almost going to have to play him at DH, and then you're just going to figure out what you're going to do with McCutchen. If you're going to play him in the outfield more, which I'm going to be honest, probably old man Kutch is going to be a better defender than Brent Rooker.
I mean, I'm sure you could stick him out there from time to time. Because, like, we get away with it with Connor Joe. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Brent Rooker is horrendous on defense, but I feel like it's not always going to bite you. Like, he's not completely
Dude,
useless.
Okay, Mike, you complain about Connor Joe in his defense. It's going to make Connor Joe look like a Gold Glove.
Yeah, but
That's
here's the
what we're
thing,
the
though.
kind of
Connor
guy we're
Joe's not
talking
batting
about.
290 and hitting nearly 30 bombs. That's a difference. Connor
I know,
Joe,
I'm just
Connor
saying,
Joe
though. I'm
batted
just
like
saying.
170 in June and 185 in July so far. What the hell? Wait, what? Why is he still playing now? He's officially on the shit list. No, you just got me started. No, he's up there now. He's
Who else is on the list, Mike? Who else is on
Jack
the list?
Sawinski
Let's go.
and Michael A. Taylor.
So like 3/4 of our outfield.
Yeah, what's new? Like,
Guys, I think we should trade for an outfielder. What do you think?
yes, Brent Rooker or
Absolutely.
Jazz Chisholm must
Maybe.
be mandatory, please.
Just a thought.
Let's see. I'm trying to find how many years? Do we know how many years of control Brent Rooker has?
He has 3
2?
years, I think. 3 full years of control after this year.
So he's
This
an
is his first year in arbitration?
unrestricted
Okay,
free
sure.
agent in 2028 because he's got 3
He
arbitration
is what,
years.
20? Isn't he like 29?
He's
though?
29, so he'd hit free agency
Okay.
at age 33.
Yeah, at that point very good chance he's like done at that point. It's in like,
Dude, even if that brother
I
was
don't know,
still
just
batting
kinda
like
hanging
250
around.
at that point and hitting like 20 bombs still, like that would still be a very solid bat on the Pirates.
yeah, but he doesn't have a structured deal. He'd be in arbitration, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first year of arbitration.
And he's only making
Ooh.
750K this year.
Ooh. Well, this year that's good, but when that arbitration hits, there's gonna be some money. To throw
Well, the
around
next
there.
3 years are all arbitration, but
They could figure it out. Because I mean, at least in arbitration, he wouldn't get nearly as much as he would get if he was just straight up.
Figure
on the
out
open
later.
market.
Just get him now.
Yeah, see, get him now, and then you pay for him with all the postseason money you get, Bob.
Exactly.
Yeah, woo, dude. See, but you only get the postseason money if you lock up a high enough seed.
see, dude, this is like gambling, Bob Nutting.
This is gambling. It really is
So-
when you think about it.
Dude, just get the player. You know, it's like, oh, I lost $100. I might as well put another 100 down to see if I can win it back. It's like, yeah, exactly. We have like, you know, if you put the 100 down to get Brent Rooker, and hopefully you double it back and make twice as
So
much in
for
the
you
playoff
guys-
money.
So for you guys, what would like the most ideal deadline for the Pirates look like? Like, what would your like ideal trade acquisitions be?
Oh, I feel like
Jazz.
the most most pirate-esque trade, it's gonna be like JJ Bleday or Taylor Ward, knowing from like previous Pirates deadlines. But if I'm going off of who I want it, yeah, it's 100% Brent Rooker or Jazz Chisholm. But now,
See,
I'd say Jazz and Peter Fairbanks.
I would make the trade right now of make a package deal for Jazz and AJ Puck. AJ
do we
Puck's a
really need
really
the
good
pitcher
lefty.
though? Do we really need the pitcher?
Look, he's a reliever. He's
Yeah.
a very, very
I don't
good
think we need
left-handed
pitching.
reliever. We need at least one more reliever. I'm not saying we need to like I'm not saying we gotta go get the biggest name, but AJ Puck's a very good left-handed reliever. He also has control remaining. And another thing to consider is that both Ryan Barucki and Aroldis Chapman are free agents at the end of the year, so you're guaranteeing yourself a left-hander for next year too.
Okay, but
If they could get Finnegan, I also really like Finnegan.
Yeah, Finnegan's good too.
I mean,
But
I'd
odds
there
are-
could
I'd
be
rather
a,
have
there
Puck,
could be a
honestly.
way. I just don't know if the Marlins would want to pair him and Jazz. If both of them are getting moved, I don't know if they'd want to pair them in a deal because they might be able to get more separate.
see, it's like the same thing with the Dodgers, like with like when they're trying to get Crochet and Luis Robert. What are the White Sox thinking, dude? You could easily get more for trading them separate, easily. It was somewhere else,
Probably.
like in
Yeah.
better systems. Like, dude,
Trading.
I'd be calling
What were
Baltimore.
we talking about the other day?
I'd be calling Baltimore if I'm the White
guys-
Sox right now and be like, yeah, Garrett Crochet could be yours. Now we'll send some scouts over and let's get a deal done. You're easily getting the
There's-
best package you could get from going to Baltimore than the Dodgers.
There was something the other day saying trade Robert and Crochet to the Orioles for Gunner. And I'm like,
no,
dude,
it wasn't Gunner. It
what
was
the-
Jackson Holiday.
or Jackson. Yeah, jeez, dude. I'm having a bad day. I'm
Well, whoever said that was not
bad
cooking.
bad day in the studio today.
That was
Yes,
that was the
no,
that
not
was,
not Gunnar Henderson, Jackson Holiday.
wasn't that John Boy baseball? It was Trevor Plouffe, right?
Was it?
Well, at least
Dude,
he
that's
said that.
wild.
At least
Well,
he said that.
like I mean,
Holiday would be the
from
biggest
the
name
White
move.
Sox, perspective, yeah, dude. Orioles aren't doing that. Not
No.
a chance. No way. Especially because I don't think the move for those two would be enough to
I know Plouffe
certainly
at
push
least
them
said
over the
that-
edge.
I think
They
it
thought
could
Holiday
be.
would be
I
the
think
best
Garrett
name.
Crochet is another ace, and you put him with Corbin Burns. Dude, that's a two-headed monster right there in the AL. And then Luis Robert, say
won't
next
give-
year with a full healthy season,
Well-
can easily be an all-star outfielder.
It could very well make them the favorite, but I don't think it makes them like there's years where there's teams where you're looking at it as you're heading into the postseason and you're like, yeah, it's their World Series to lose. I don't see that. And I think if you're doing
I think
a
it just
move
makes
like
them
that, where you're
deeper.
risking your future, well, when you're trading a prospect that's that high caliber, that everyone says that Jatson is, you need to be certain on a move that you're making, that you're to the point where it's like, yeah, the World Series is looking like it's ours this year. Which I don't know if that puts them there. Or at least I don't know if they'd be comfortable thinking that puts them there.
I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think they'd be more willing to do it just because of how deep their farm system is.
I doubt it.
I just say, I don't
severely
know.
doubt it.
Yeah,
Their
I don't know
system's
about
very,
someone
very
the
deep.
Caliber of Holiday.
Yeah.
I'd consider it.
Well, you're not the Orioles or the White Sox, so.
Yeah, no shit.
Jesus, dude.
No shit. What the... Did I say that I was the White Sox? Or did I say that I was the Orioles? No. What the hell? But...
Oh man, but yeah, we'll have a full discussion about the trade deadline as it goes. Trade deadline is currently set for a week from now, July 30th.
Oh,
Is it actually the 30th?
I'm scared.
I'm just. Yes, it is,
Okay,
which is
cool.
where it should be, either there or the 31st. I'm just glad this year it's not on my birthday again, so I don't have to be tweaking out, checking trade rumors every, while I'm at like Chili's.
I'm
Dude.
scared.
That was so beat. I remember a couple years ago, just like I was at like Buffalo Wild Wings or something, just eating my birthday lunch, dude. My phone's just blowing up in my pocket. But you got to be like cordial, right? You're there like with your family,
Dude.
So you
I have
can't
the
just be pulling out
craziest
your
deadline
phone.
story. I have the craziest
I just
deadline story.
Open my phone. Oh, Chris Bryant traded. Javier Baez traded. I'm like, dude, what is going?
I have one of the craziest deadline stories. This was the 2019 deadline, okay? This was when the Pirates were about to trade Felipe Vasquez, if you remember that. So
Yes.
I was so
I do, because
focused.
I remember saying you should trade him.
I was so focused on what the Pirates were doing that I was taking a car ride with my mom to the cemetery to put, I think, flowers on one of our relatives' graves. Anyways, like not even a mile away, there was a gas leak at a house and it completely blew up.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and this was like
Yes.
not even a mile away. And they said, "Oh, you could hear the shockwave for like 10 miles." It's like I don't remember hearing a single thing. I was like, I don't
remember when that
remember hearing a
happened.
single thing. I was like, it must have been because I was so focused on getting updates for what was happening to the Pirates.
Dude, Noah was there just refreshing that trade rumors, man.
I was like
just,
the same way.
just locked in.
I was absolutely locked in for the deadline we got Chris Archer. I just remember them saying, I remember when, who was it? I think it was John
I remember
Heyman
that
came
too.
on, and he was just like, yeah, Pirates are in serious talks to acquire a starting pitcher. And it was like 10 a.m. at this point, Eastern. And I'm like, oh boy.
I remember this very
So
well.
I'm
I remember this
watching
very well
MLB
'cause me and
Network.
Dawson were streaming that day.
Because
Yeah.
I watched MLB Network for like 6 hours straight until the Pirates landed a pitcher. I just remember Megan kept coming into the basement and was just like, they're like, Michael, can we go play wiffle ball? I was like, no, Megan. We're not going outside. We're not going to play wiffle ball. The Pirates are nearing a trade, and I want to see this when it happens. And then it finally did, and I was just like, holy shit, we just traded the farm for Chris Archer. Oh my god,
See,
it's
Mike,
void. I'll never forget that
That was
deadline.
a bad move. That was a bad move, though, watching MLB Network. You were missing out on the pure electricity that was the Dawson and Noah 24-hour trade
Dude, I didn't even know you
extravaganza
guys.
stream.
I didn't even know you guys yet.
That was like
Dude,
that
we were
was 2
getting
years
active
before.
in that chat. I do remember the chat just getting nuked when when Chris Archer got traded. Oh my god, it was great. And then just progressively going on, just Noah just slowly freaking out. Dude, we traded who? Like,
Tyler Glass now.
That was great.
Oh, and Meadows. Oh, and Shane Boss.
Dude, the player to be named later was Boz. I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
Greg Amsinger on MLB Network was just like he's like, oh, so here are the trade details, and he goes, oh man, and he's just like, that is
usually a player to be
haul.
named later.
I was
Usually
like,
the player to be named later is like some guy in A ball or
just some-
rookie ball.
Yes.
And it was like our first round pick from the year before, who's a top 100 prospect. I was like, oh my god, that's the only time I've ever seen that happen.
Yeah, that crazy of a
Where
player
the
to be named
where the
later.
player to be named later was that highly touted of a prospect.
So, what do you think the odds are that we
Yeah,
make a move
no.
before the next series?
Before the next series,
Pretty low.
You think?
I feel like we're not gonna do anything until the like
I doubt
at
it.
the deadline
I'd say,
and then like day and or two before the deadline.
I'd say earliest you see anything is the 27th.
So you think
That's when things
you
will
don't
probably
think
really
like
get
so say
moving.
we come out and sweep the Cards. We just took game 1 tonight. Paul Skeens tomorrow. They haven't officially announced a starter for Wednesday, I don't think, but it's probably going
It's
to be
Martin
Perez. But
I
It's
think
Martin
so
Perez.
say we
Unless
sweep
we
them
trade
though.
him.
If we come out and sweep the Cardinals and we put ourselves in full control of like say the third or second wild card spot, you don't think they make a move right then and there, or on the phones or the next
that
series?
changes nothing.
Why?
No.
Why would it not change anything? Be aggressive.
Why would it change anything?
'Cause
No.
you're now second in
Okay.
the National League Central, and now
Well,
you have a
And
good
you have a
lead on
chance
the
at the
wild card.
division at that point. It's not just the wild
Well,
card.
Mike, here's the thing though. It's two-sided. So whoever's on the other end is going to know that they're going to get their best offers coming in on the 29th and the 30th.
Yeah, that's
probably.
true too.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the only way a deal gets done that early is the Pirates massively overpay for somebody. Or it's just someone who isn't getting a lot of interest from other clubs and it just weirdly works out that way, but I would severely doubt that happening.
That you might only see rentals get moved at that point because rentals, like a rentals value.
If the Pirates do go, okay, I don't want the Pirates to go
Yeah.
rental,
That.
but if we do, I want Jesse
don't
Winker.
either.
That's who I want.
I'm okay with Jesse Winker too.
That'd be the one rental I want. That'd be. I'm not saying I want that, but if that is the route that they decide, Jesse Winker is a very Pirate-esque player. He just screams Pirate. to me.
Maybe you could see a move for a reliever.
We already saw Hunter Harvey moved.
And that was a while ago. That was like what, 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago, or a week
I
and
know.
a
I
half
was kind
ago,
of
or something
shocked he was
like that.
moved already.
Yeah. Reliever value doesn't fluctuate too much, so if a team gets really what they're looking for, then maybe. But I wouldn't be surprised if you see anything until the 26th or 30th, especially if they are working on that combo deal with Puck and Jazz, because that could be the only move they make.
So
if
you
that's
think
what they
there
do.
could be a combo deal, say for Taylor Ward and Carlos Estevez? I mean, I feel like that would be a
Maybe.
solid trade. I mean, you're getting a closer who wouldn't even be the closer. He would just be a great setup option to go to pair with Holderman and Chapman.
I don't know if you need Estevez though. Like that's a lot.
I'm just saying.
Maybe
Yeah, that's got
if you want to
pretty
keep him,
expensive
if you
rental,
want to
but-
keep him for next year. Does he have control?
No, he's a rental.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying
knew
that
Noah would know that.
pitching is deep. You need a deep pitching staff for the playoffs. You know that.
And they're already one of the best.
That's what I'm saying. It will only get better.
That is true. But I don't know if going rental is the way to go over someone you can get with control, who might be a little bit worse now, at least.
No, yeah. If
until
I
they
if I
get
had to
into
choose,
the
okay.
Pittsburgh Pirates pitching
Yeah,
factory.
if I if I had to choose between a package of Carlos Estevez and Taylor Ward versus Chisholm and Puck, I'd definitely take the Marlins because I feel like the Marlins are more likely to take a low ball as well. We can low ball them a little more.
I mean, I feel like those two would definitely be the better fit.
Yeah,
Definitely.
dude, just having Jazz Chisholm and Josh Palacios in the same outfield, the swag level would be off the charts.
The vibes are gonna
The
be
vibes of the
great.
city. Oh, I didn't tell you. Yeah, dude. We sat on the Clemente wall for Saturday, dude. Palacios just comes running out the right field, and all the fans stand up. We're just like, yeah, Josh, let's go. He's looking at us, and he's flexing his muscles, like hyping us up, like getting us pumped up, dude. It's like the vibes of Josh Palacios are insane.
I love Josh Palacios.
It's like he's not
He's
even
my
like.
fav-
I mean,
he's
he's solid.
He's honestly one of my favorite players.
Like he's a solid player. I mean, like he's nothing like, and he's not an elite player, and he's not bad. He's just solid. He's like right smack dab in the middle. But the vibes of Josh Palacios immediately elevates him. He's like a Jay Hay, Josh Harrison. He was never like elite with the Pirates, but he had good moments. I feel like constantly. That's how I compare that. But no, I just forgot about that. He got so pumped up, and it was kind of firing me up too. Dude, and then you add Jazz. Oh my god. Oh my god, that'd be awesome, bro. I don't even know. I'd be so happy. I might cry. Pirates are finally good again.
Say, Mike, how quick are you picking up that Jazz jersey?
Oh, next day. As soon as I find out what number they're giving him, bam. ordered.
Next day in the team store. Number 2 available? Or is it retired?
I don't think it's retired. I'm not sure though.
Dude, any team that's been around since like the 1900s, you need to check on those early numbers, I feel like.
Like the Yankees, who have I think numbers 1 through 9 retired.
Yeah, Yankees aren't going to have any
Exactly.
numbers left. Oh, Connor Joe's number 2.
Oh,
I forgot about
That's
that.
okay. Jazz can have it. It's all right.
Yeah, simply just trade Connor Joe in that trade somehow.
In that trade package.
Yeah.
Hey, you can send him
Just
back.
throw him on there.
I feel like the Marlins just need bodies right now.
I feel like
general,
Connor
so
Joe
it's
would
okay.
be okay in Miami, just because there would be no pressure on him. Literally, just go play ball.
I'd rather not trade Connor Joe.
Hey, I mean, if we're getting an
I
outfielder,
know
why
you don't
not?
like him right now, Mike, but
The silence after you said that was very loud.
But I mean, if you're getting an outfielder, what's the difference?
because we need a platoon first baseman with Rowdy.
Well, I guess that's true.
Nah, just play Rowdy every day. It's okay.
Jerry Triolo can play
Let
first.
him ball. There you go.
Yeah, but
Joey
it's
Bart
Garrett-
can play
Jerry
first.
Triolo has not played in a hot minute.
You really want to put Joey Bart at first base, and you want to play Yasmani Grandal behind the
Bro,
behind the plate.
Hey,
for-
hey, you just said you need someone to play first. We can worry about catcher later.
Hey, that could be a
I
Matt.
don't
That, hey, no,
know.
that could be a Matt Gorski call up.
Maybe. I think I'd rather just keep Joe. I like Joe.
I'm just saying, throwing it out there.
I'm just saying too.
Hey, maybe Kutch can play first. That'd be such a terrible idea.
Dude, I just thought of a good Connor Joe story I have, but I'll have to tell you guys off the air.
Okay, understandable.
But oh man, dude. I mean, I think really we've covered pretty much everything. This rotation though, little bit of a bump with Martin Perez, but he's still in the starting 5 as of right now with Jared Jones and Bailey Falter out. Noah, are we expecting them back soon?
Yeah, it sounded
Please?
like they were starting their rehab soon, but right now when you have Paul Skeens, Mitch Keller, and especially Luis Ortiz,
Luis Ortiz,
Luis
baby.
Ortiz has been his breakout's been outstanding.
I was
He
gonna
has
say-
an ERA below 1 in his starts this year.
Yeah, it's like 074 or 084, one of those two.
Yeah.
Since like in his
He's
starts.
holding opponents to like a 412 OPS. It's crazy what he's doing right now.
Especially last year when he had like a 476 ERA because it
I
was just
know.
like unbelievably mid. Last year, like every
Yeah.
aspect of his game. And it's just
Yeah.
been huge for the Pirates because I don't even know where they would be if you take away that
If he could
production with
start.
the injuries right now because the Pirates could easily still be 5 games under 500 right now and this deadline would not be as entertaining.
Yeah, Ortiz
Really, he's been the unsung hero of this team
Ortiz,
since
I mean,
pretty much the
because
start of
he's-
the year.
because he's been able to step in high leverage at the early start of the year. Because remember, he was closing out some of those extra inning games.
I
And
remember
then-
that game in Miami. I didn't forget.
Yeah, that was
he
big.
closed out some of those extra inning games early in the year. He was in long relief for a good portion of the year, and now he's stepping into the rotation. So he's kind of been like a super utility pitcher, and he's done great in every role we've given him this year.
Yeah.
What a goat.
So I think Martin Perez is like if he starts Wednesday, that is 110% the last start we will ever see Martin Perez get with the Pirates.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either
he's-
they move him to
he's
the
a
pen or he's
rental.
traded. Like that, it's probably
He's a
the one
rental.
player
He's
we
gonna-
trade.
He's a rental. We don't absolutely need him, especially if Falter and Jones are going to be back soon. Are you going to move him to the pen? Well, that means that, what are you going to do with Quinn Priester then? Because Quinn Priester's been the long relief man now for a couple weeks, and he's done okay. So, do you trade him then? I guess you're left with not that many options.
Yeah, and I think too, it's like I don't know if
Send him to Miami.
oh shit, but like because. Think about it too. So like, depending on how crazy the Pirates go at the deadline, like there's still gonna be prospects that are ready to come up. Like Braxton Ashcraft, if he's not moved, which I mean, I think he will be moved most likely.
He's
but
probably
or
gone.
like, but
Yeah.
say he doesn't, I think he comes up and takes a bullpen spot. I'd rather have him in than Martin Perez because at least it's showing that what the future is going to be like. More so than Martin Perez, who's not the future. So
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
we are looking at a lot of names here, with Jones and Falter coming back, Priester also there. What do we think the plan is when everyone gets back?
They have said that they
Sitchman?
they think
Man.
it's going to be on and off because like we do have a few off days here, so like we kind of can rest them. But I know like I forget what it is, end of August or whatever. That there's like a stretch where we play like 23 games in like 24 days or something. So they said that right there. They said
oh my god, dude!
it's like something like that. But Shelton said
I have it up right now. You start August 6th against the Padres, ends August 28th against the Cubs. You have one off day on the 15th.
yeah. Okay, so
They're
Dude,
definitely gonna have to
who
go.
has been making the MLB schedules lately? No, because I have beef with this dude. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of the All-Star game being on a Tuesday. That just, dude, that really gets me. Then all of a sudden, we have rivalry week next year, right? Any of the good no, it's all like local rivalries. And then you got like the great Mariners and Padres rivalry, dude. Yeah, fantastic.
What was the Giants rivalry?
We're playing the A's.
Why not the
What
Dodgers?
rivalry?
the Sacramento
they're-
A's.
The Dodgers are playing the Angels. So it's like a lot of regional stuff. And Yankees,
that's-
Mets.
Well, like Pirates Phillies makes
Yankees,
sense.
Mets. I guess. For those of you who didn't see it, it was during All-Star week, or was it last weekend? It got
I
announced.
don't remember like when it was
that,
officially announced, but
MLB next weekend for part of the
next year you mean?
for part of the year. Yes, next.
Not next weekend.
Dude, I don't know what's going on anymore, man. We need to wrap this up. But next year, for one weekend, they will be doing Rivalry Week, where it's essentially which awesome idea, right? Sounds cool. You look at the rivalries and you're like, I guess cool, but I feel like a lot of missed opportunities there. But then you have stretches like this where, dude, this many games in this kind of stretch with one off day is absolutely ridiculous. That is so messed up.
It's weird because earlier in June or something, they had like 3 off days in 4 weeks or something. I was like, all right.
Yeah. Well, what is good in here is after the Padres, they are at the Dodgers, so that's a guaranteed sweep right there.
Series victory. I can't wait for Clayton Kershaw to be
Correct.
there, and we absolutely get like 10 runs and 2 innings off of him.
And then the Dodgers start some AAA guy the next day, and then we just like can't get 3 hits
We
off
get
him.
shut out.
That reminds me, dude. Noah, your boy James Paxton, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Just
He's
got
done.
DFA today.
Hey, I'd take James Paxton over Martin Perez.
No.
I don't know if you would.
I would.
I don't know, man. No.
James Paxton still only has a 4.4 ERA.
Eh.
Better than Martin Perez. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, he's got like a 9 ERA his last like 10 starts. That's insane.
It's just a little rough right now. Don't worry about it. be all
Although that one good start did come off the Cardinals, so we'll see.
Yep.
That we lost.
But coming up, 2 more games against the Cardinals. Then the Buccos will be headed west in the beautiful land of Phoenix, Arizona, and all their beautiful women, and then going to Houston.
Dude, who made our
To take on
who
the
made our
Astros.
second half schedule? Damn it, that shit's so hard. There's only 2 series that I could genuinely say I was like, yeah, that we like should not lose, and it's Miami and the Nationals. The rest of them are all very losable series.
Well, yeah,
No,
they're
we
very
got
losable,
this.
but
We got
I'd
this.
say there's a lot of series in here you should win.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
no, obviously
you're playing the Rangers.
Obviously, okay, but
Rangers for 3 games. You're not going to beat the Rangers.
okay, but that's
Yeah,
a
this
very
isn't the
losable
2023
series.
Rangers.
Won the World Series last year. It's not like they don't have good
This
players.
isn't the same
I'm not
Rangers
saying
from
it's.
last
I'm not
year.
saying
This
that.
is
I'm not
absolutely
saying they're as
no.
good as
Last
last
year.
year, but it's one of those things where it can bite you.
Dude. And the 2019 Nationals won the World Series. What happened to them after that?
Okay, well they went on a generational run like after the All-Star break, so
dudes. Okay,
So why
yeah.
can't we?
The Rangers went on a generational run, winning the one championship they have in their franchise history in October, and then they got to play the Diamondbacks in the World Series, dude. So that means nothing to me this year, facing them and their like half injured roster.
Okay, whatever. Whatever,
I'm not
whatever,
scared.
buddy.
I don't know why you're scared of them.
Because I am,
These-
dude. Because
this
I'm ready
definitely
for
is the same
Andrew
as last
Heaney
year.
to absolutely throw a no-hitter against us, dude.
But then after that stretch, you get your 1 day off, and then
1 day
you're
off.
in Cleveland You're in Cleveland playing the Guardians.
The Guardians have been struggling though. Have you seen they're like 15-19 or something in their last
Yeah,
like,
they've
so
been
many
falling.
games?
Dude, Royals are coming for him, but I think they'll pick
Hey,
it up.
Royals helped us beating the Diamondbacks today. That was good.
Yeah.
And then they beat Bobby Witt, so now they're pissed off. So they're really gonna try to beat the shit out of them the rest
Dude,
of the series.
I just realized we closed the year at the Yankees.
And then we open next year. That's
That's
our home
insane.
opener too. You know that? Yanks.
That's insane.
That's
We're
kinda- that's
closing
kinda
the year against
baller.
the Yankees.
Do I need to come in for opening day 2025? Fly in?
Dude, it's gonna be Skeens and Garrett
I might.
Cole and PNC. That's what's gonna happen.
Ooh,
That's gonna be an
that's-
elite matchup.
Oh, I might need to be there then. Oh, dude. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I have to throw around any money for Pirates postseason tickets this year. In a short notice flight to Pittsburgh is what's really gonna get me, dude. We'll see how it's looking in like August, and I'll take a look, and hopefully maybe if not we can and hang out at Noah's house outside and grill some stuff and watch the wild card rounds that aren't in Pittsburgh and be sad.
Boyd. I don't even want to think about that, dude. I've already been
No, we
saving,
got
dude.
this.
I got money being saved for the Pirates.
We got
tickets
this.
to go to the playoffs.
You gotta believe.
We just got to get an army going. Just any listeners, we'll drop what section we're sitting in on Twitter, and then we'll get Mike's army of friends and family, his giant conglomerate that lives over there.
I was gonna say, dude. I promise you, there's already at least I can have at least 12 people at this game, minimum. Not counting
should
you.
just pick
Not,
a
not
section.
counting you guys.
We should
Pick
just
a
try and pick
whole
like a
section.
section or like an area. Like if we all go like on the Clemente wall and just all try and be over there.
See, that would be even more
Dude,
toxic if it was.
Tell
like
me that,
the-
dude. That would be active over there.
Dude, it would be even more toxic if it was the Giants too. So then you could bring your.
Yeah, dude, that'd be
Sorry, I got
awesome,
Giants
dude.
talking.
Imagine you
I
play
got
the
Gi-
Giants.
Oh, bro.
You'd have to bring the California gang.
Dude, imagine a half Giants, half Pirates
Daniel would
section.
probably come with me.
Yeah, no,
Dude,
he
if
probably
there's
would.
if there's a Giants Pirates series coming in, dude, there's gonna be some words exchanged in our group chat that we can't let the federal government see.
See, mainly between the Asian Monsoon and Daniel.
Probably. All right. Well, couple good series coming up, and wrapping up the Cardinals series.
Skeens
and
Day
then-
tomorrow.
That's right, baby. Another Pulse start, 6:40. I'm gonna have to tune in.
Yep. Guess we get
You guys
to watch
got
it on
anything to
Stream
add
East
before we
tomorrow.
head out? Yeah, good Sportsnet Pittsburgh, dude. You're like 30 minutes away.
No, not on
40
YouTube
minutes
TV,
away
brother.
from PNC.
YouTube TV does not get Pittsburgh Sportsnet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you will be on streamers. Yeah, you have fun with those pop-ups, Mike.
Sorry about it.
MLB moment where you can't see your own team that's 30 minutes away on those streaming services.
We got the sluggers who get the job. Those cannonballs coming.
Go Bucks.
If they got
Let's
the lead,
go,
Bucks,
Bucks.
baby.
Got him.
Bucko feet.
do it.
I'm sick.